Okay, so I believe Ronal is legit a water goddess. Let me present all the different puzzle pieces that I used in order to put this theory together. See, I'll be honest, when I first heard Kate Winslet describe her character in that way, I didn't take it at face value. But now, matching all these different quotes from years ago and a key behind the scenes picture, on top of what we have officially been shown and told about Ronal now, I do now legitimately think she is some sort of water goddess. Okay, so when it was first being reported that Kate Winslet had joined the cast of Avatar 2, and talking about her upcoming role, she had this to say to Deadline. And in reality, actually I only have around a month with all the key cast. It's not a gigantic role, it's a very pivotal role, but it isn't gigantic. Then from there, we got this behind the scenes picture that spawned the rest of the quotes we will look at. And the picture was of Kate Winslet doing performance capture underwater for Avatar 2 and 3. But obviously as part of some kind of ceremony or a dance, since it was very reminiscent to me of Moat during the Tree of Souls sequence in the first Avatar. But then I read more. This was her response to the picture in an interview with Collider. I was walking on the bottom of the tank. That's a big ceremonial sequence with those huge heavy wings. That was quite scary. The thing is, when you can hold your breath for 7 minutes, you become unafraid. Actually, strangely, I was able to rely on my own ability to hold my breath for that long. Somehow, I was not afraid at all. Did you catch the big takeaway from that quote? It was, that's a big ceremonial sequence with those huge heavy wings. She herself calls them huge heavy wings. As a skeptic first, I thought she was just exaggerating and that it was most likely just supposed to represent a fabric piece of clothing or a cape. But then she was also asked about the picture by Stephen Colbert in 2020, and this was her response. They were really heavy, can I just tell you? They were really heavy. Because to create definite movement underwater with a piece of fabric that wouldn't just roll up like a nasty bed of towel, they had to really weigh everything down, the star said of the wings. So I've also got weights around my waist, as well as my neck actually, she added. A neck weight to just hold me down. That's actually a birth-giving ceremony that my character, who is a water goddess, is essentially hosting, she said. We all held our breath and went underwater and gave birth. So, is Ronal really a water goddess with wings? In that quote, she states that the fabric was also weighed down in order to get the right movement they wanted. Let me just tell you that James Cameron wouldn't want to fake any movement. It's why we are getting true performance capture underwater to begin with, because he wanted it to be as authentic as possible. There's no way he would throw that realism away when it comes to this piece of fabric, instead of letting it roll up like it really would, just to have it look better. No, I think they weighed them down to get this particular movement, because it's not supposed to be fabric. It's meant to really represent wings. And then she follows that up with stating that her character is a water goddess, which would line up with why she might actually have some sort of wings. We also get confirmation that the ceremony is a birthing ceremony, which we can confirm with the teaser trailer as we see her pregnant in multiple shots. And she states that her water goddess is hosting this ceremony and that they went down, held their breath, and gave birth. So that implies that multiple females from the Metegaina tribe will give birth during this scene at the same time, while she is the main host. I wonder if this is one of their traditions in order for the next batch of children from the tribe to be born at the same time. And all this ties back to that initial quote of not having a huge role in these movies, but a really pivotal one. We do know she filmed for both Avatar 2 and 3 though, and not just 2, since she said herself, "I lost track of how many he is making at once. I did 2 at once in tandem with him. All my work was in 2018. It's an extraordinary experience. You go into this huge aircraft hangar and anything is possible. You want to fly today? You want to do some spear fighting underwater? Sure, we'll do it. It was wonderful for me to be a part of such a well-oiled machine with such great artists and technicians." So there we have confirmation that she will appear in both 2 and 3. Crazy that as of this recording, she shot these sequences 4 years ago already. But those 2 little comments also stand out. Underwater spear fighting is now confirmed, since we have only seen her with a spear above water, but also that part of, "You want to fly today?" It could easily mean hopping on the back of a banshee, but now that we are talking about her having wings, I don't know. Okay, I'll stop before I fall deeper and deeper into this rabbit hole. It's interesting that all of this was stated for the most part during interviews back around 2020, and now in this year when we have official information on her and we've gotten our first look, none of that stuff is even hinted at. She probably said a little too much back then, and they are counting on the majority of people forgetting that was stated, or counting on most people never hearing those quotes to begin with. But what do you guys think? Presented with all the puzzle pieces, do you guys come up with the same picture of Ronal being revealed during the movie as some sort of water goddess with wings? Or do you think I'm completely wrong? Let me know in the comments section below. And in keeping with the theme of Ronal, in this video's Avatar Artist Spotlight, let's look at this incredible piece of art depicting Ronal with Tonawari by Romina Diana Art. You can find her on Twitter at Romina Diana Art. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with Avatar videos and news. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.